Yo, what is up, guys? So, guys, have another day so far. So, back on F1 22 once again. So, we're at Portimao, the first race of the day at Portugal. So, this is the same nobby what I did in yesterday's Vidno on the same day. So, this is where we left off after Imola. And now we're at Portimao for the first race of the day. And go check it out in the PC Vidno if you haven't seen it yet. So, that took place on the same day as on Monday, and same lobby as on Monday. This is kind of part 2 right now on this one. So yeah, so we're at Portimao, coming through the first sector, trying to get through here is nice and tidy. Not gonna no accidents so far. Leave Walcott on the outside, managed to, well, he had a good exit, so it's fine. I managed to get him around the outside of this hairpin at turn 5, I think, if I get this right. Luckily, I managed to get past him there. I managed to get ahead of him before this tricky turn at turn 8, what everyone hates. And then the Say's guy lost the car on the turn, so that puts me into P6 in this race. And Walcott was nearly trying to go for the move there, but luckily I managed to hold on for now in the end of the middle sector. Now just here try and follow this train right in front of me. Got Bello right in front of me. You got this Red Bull guy who's very quick, and then you got some other people as well, like Huey Man in a Ferrari, and then you got some of the other two are very quick as well. So yeah, coming towards the end of the first lap, I say an okay average first lap, not too bad. So I'll take it all day. A little bit wide there, but that's my first warning of the race. So it's not, yeah, track limits kind of be a problem around Portimao, seems like Imola, but in the dry. Yeah, only my first warning, but I'll take it and move on from there. Coming towards the hairpin, trying to be good, trying to be okay through there, but luckily it's all right. Yeah, this is a nice, yeah, still in, I mean, we've got a nice battle here for P3 at the moment. So, I'll have a chance for a podium here. The first two have cleared off in the distance, so nothing I can do there. It's all about making sure I don't get any penalties and make sure I don't make mistakes, and then hopefully get the turning and braking at the right point, and exit the right point. That's what you have to do in these lobbies. Or, this is not a lobby, it's just a friend's lobby, so just for fun, and like in the PC video from yesterday, that well, 24 hours ago when I uploaded it. So this is kind of part 2, part 1 was yesterday's one, and this is part 2 on the same day. So yeah, this was quite fun when I was doing this on Monday, so it was quite fun, so it's similar to like a social race to me when we do a 50-cent race, but this is a 5-lap random custom grid, 5-lap random and all that. So yeah, the grid was like random the first race, and then this is like a custom grid for the quicker guys at the back, average in the middle, and Snows at the front. So kind of a custom grid at the moment. The first race was I think the first race was random. It was in Bahrain. It was random. And then all these other races are custom grid and all that. So just make it fair for everyone. And I found it alright starting in the middle and top 5, so I was okay with it. So I was fine with it. That's how it happened on that day. Yeah, so coming towards the end of lap 3 at the second last corner before we're onto this long main straight. Not in the DRS zone, but I was kind of annoyed not to get in the DRS because that would help me in orbit, pull me along, but it turns out it didn't work. So coming towards turn 1 again, went wide again, so that's my second warning. So that's my second warning already, so I'm only on my last warning already, so I need to be careful not to get a 2-second penalty. Quick guys trying to get past me on the penalties, but luckily it's fine. Sorry. Sorry about the words. I am kind of a bit okay today, so not a bit of a sore throat, but I managed. It's not too bad, but it's okay at the moment. So yeah, what I'm doing is fending from this Iping guy, F1, where his name is. So yeah, so I'm just trying to fend from this guy, and Psycho's right behind him as well. He's quick. He's very quick as well. He's very quick as well in the Red Bull. I was feeling okay when I was doing Portugal. I was feeling okay after a few races, apart from Bahrain and Miami was a little bit, kind of a bit mistaken. Well, I mean, well, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it from that race, so I'll let you guys check it out. What happens from there? So I don't want to spoil it, so I'll let you guys check it out. So yeah, on the last lap now of this race, still in P6. I mean, I've got a nice battle here for P2 right in front of me. I mean, I wish I was kind of a bit closer, but I don't know. I was okay in the top 10. I was okay with P6. Psycho, who managed to get past him. So now I've got this guy right behind me, so now I've got to do is fend and all that. Through the middle sector again, just make sure I don't get a penalty, but luckily I didn't. Got a nice battle up ahead in P2, so I hope those guys got penalties, and then that will help me out a lot. That will help a little bit. Coming towards the last corner for the final time. With a little bit ERS remaining, but luckily I just survived it for P6. As I cross the 9, that puts me in P5, because the Asaman guy's got about 6 seconds of penalties or something? 8 seconds? I'm not sure. Yeah, so track names is quite hard around Portimao, so seems like Imola and other tracks. Some couple tracks as well. So yeah, I'll take P5 in the first race at Portimao. So it's not the end of the world, but I'm okay with it. So it's okay, average first race of the day, so it's not too bad. Now we're on to the next race at Silverstone in Great Britain, race 2 of the day. Starting in the middle again in P7, 5 nights are out of where we go. Managed to get a good start from the Aston Martin and one guy on the right. I don't remember his name. So not a bad start, but I managed to go for the move here at turn 3. Managed to get 2 races at once. So that got me into P3. So I'll definitely take that all day. Henzo's got a drive-through, so that puts me into P2 right now of this race. So kind of alright at this point. So trying to go for the inside here, but luckily he need be some space, and he had a good exit as well. So I'm trying not to waste my ERS, because I know it's kind of important at this track. Yeah, Henzo's just using his ERS, so nothing I can. I mean, I thought I'd just save mine a little bit from the guys behind. Just trying to be careful through Backers and Beckett's. Try and get a good exit on the hanger straight. Not using it too much because I need to save it for the next couple laps. Just make sure I get to the end. Now we're at turn 15 at Stone Corner. Nicely through there. Henzo is pitting because of the drive-through, so that puts me into P2 right now at the end of the first lap. And Ania's got a second and a half gap, so fighting okay at this point. So I just need to make sure I don't get any. Hoping I don't make mistakes in the lap in the race. Coming towards the finish, turn 4 and 5 right now. At the end of the middle of the first sector. Come towards onto the next straight. The leader has made a mistake on turn 5, lost the car on the back straight. So that puts me into the lead at Great Britain. That puts me lead at Silverstone, I meant to say. So leading the race at Great Britain in P1. So what I've got to do now is defend from the others behind. That's what I need to do. So coming towards Cox Corner. Nicely through there this time around than I did on the first lap. The guys are much closer behind me, so I'm just trying my hardest to... Well, that's my second warning already, so... On my last warning already again, so... At the end of that, guided by the hangar straight. It's not easy as it looks, but I am trying my best. Coming towards the end of the lap once again. Still in the lead, so feeling okay at this point. So just trying to see my EOS as much as I can. So set the fast lap of the race, then Psycho set the quickest time. So nothing I can do there. So coming to right at the finish again at turn 3, 4 and 5 right now. Onto the next straight. Just need to make sure I get a good exit at turn 4 right now. Using a bit of ERS. Only a bit, just get a good, try to get a momentum. Luckily I managed to survive on that straight. So survived that bit. Coming towards Linfield. Onto the old pit straight. Heading towards Cox Corner at the old turn 1 once again. Not too bad through there, but yeah, I still can't clear away from the others behind. But going through back to Beggar's once again. Make sure I don't get any warnings, but luckily I didn't. Now we're onto the hangar straight now, so this is where they got DRS and all that. So I'm using EOS as much. I am using EOS, but this guy has got DRS. And then suddenly, yeah, we got tagged at Stone Corner. So I lost 6 places in one corner. I didn't make it, well, I mean, I wasn't sure what to do at this point. I was going to go alongside him, but he, I don't know, got tangled there. And then I got a 2-second penalty, going a little bit wide. So, a little mistake there. So, that's annoying. As we move on to the end of that 4, apart from getting a warning there, Walcott made a mistake at the second last corner. That puts me into P6. So yeah, my race has gone downhill from since lap 3. So yeah, all I've got to do is just bring it home really, and see how I go from there. As we come towards turn 4, this guy in F1 IP made a mistake there, so that puts me into P5, so back in the top 5 once again, after a spin I have. Coming towards the Linfield once again. Yeah, I was feeling a little bit annoyed afterwards, because he could have got me a little bit more space on the inside, because I was just about alongside him at Stone Corner. But yeah, accident happens really, but I wasn't sure what to do at this point, because I was spending anyway, so, and also I was trying to get alongside him. But it didn't work, because got into a half spin, and luckily I didn't spin around. So onto the hangar straight again for the final time. It turns out I'm going to finish P5 on the road at Silverstone, but Walcott is about 2 seconds on the dot. So if he gets under 2 seconds, that means I'll be P6 if it did happen. As I cost a 9 in P5, it turns out I did finish P6. Hell, Walcott just managed to get under 2 seconds. So yeah, so not the best one of this one. So yeah, so I'm not blaming I'm not blaming the winner, but I was trying to get alongside him. That's what I was trying to do, but oh well, accident happens really. As we move on to race 3 at Zandvoort this time in Netherlands, at the Dutch Grand Prix, what we had it a few days ago in real life. The turn 1 at the Tarzan corner was a little bit of a mess, but I don't know what just happened there, but kind of bit messy turn 1 there, but luckily I managed to carry on. One guy got spun, managed to get past his Ferrari at exit of turn 3. Hui Man, where his name is, so managed to get past the Ferrari there. So that puts me into P9, and then the Asman Penzo made a mistake at that corner, where I can't remember the name of the corner, but I made a mistake on that area in the middle sector. Still in P8 after that messy turn 1, but luckily there was no damage and all that. Luckily there's no damage in this Nobby, so if there was damage I would have been so annoyed. I had to lift off a little bit there because he nearly closed the door on him on that Aston Martin when closed the walk on there. Got an okay exit, but luckily I managed to hold on to that Ferrari for P8. Coming towards Tarzan corner once again. A little bit on the curb, but that's still kind of the worst place to be, really, because you get taken out from there. Using curves around Sandford is kind of the worst thing to do, really. Like turn 1, maybe the long right-hander, left-hander, and yeah, that's where the worst place is to be, really. Like this corner here, don't want to make a mistake there. You need to make sure you get it right through here, so because you do catch out sometimes around this track. Same like Japan and what's the other one? Maybe some other tracks have curves a bit will catch you out, but you can use the curves on some of the tracks, like Imola and Great Britain, all that kind of stuff. But every time I do, I don't mind Sandford. It's just it's nice to drive. It's nice to drive on, but it's just it's not easy to get it right sometimes. So we're on that 3 right now. Still behind Walcott, so I'm still with him. So not doing too bad at this point. After what I said earlier, messy turn 1. A little bit mistake there on the exit of turn 3, but just trying and do the best I can to recover from the spin. Well, mistake I did. It wasn't a mistake, but I just got into a tangled. As you saw there, Psycho and I think it was the AlphaTauri guy got tangled at that sector, so that puts me into P6. So ahead of that was Psycho in the Red Bull. So yeah, I got into P2. Not P2. P6 I meant to say, not P2. I'm in the middle of the pack right now. And then coming through here a little bit wide. Got me my second warning already. So I'm on my last warning again already. So that's 3 times now I'm on my last warning. So I need to make sure I don't get a 2-second penalty. Well, I don't make sure I don't make a mistake from that. So yeah, so still in P6, still on that 4. So as we move on to the last lap, lap 5, and that later, coming through here, one guy got spun there. I think it's that in the IP. That brings me back into the tension. So got me a little bit closer. But I managed to still in this DRS though. I managed to get DRS from this guy, so not too bad. This race was, I'd say, kind of average and not the best result so far, but similar to Silverstone and Portimao really, and also all that as well. So I'd say it's an okay, what's that, P6? So I finished P6 on the road, so I mean I was okay after this race, so I'd say it wasn't too bad, but it was kind of average really. So I'll take P6 all day at Sandford, so don't mind it. So as we move on to the final race of the day at Japan, again, like we did in the last video, because Japan was so good in the last one, so we decided to do Japan again in the next one. So I agreed to do Japan again for the final race of the day, and also final race of this video as well, and also the final race on that day in the lobbies. So I started on pole, managed to get a good start, okay start, and that puts me into the lead at turn 1. So all I need to do here is try and clear away from the rest of the field and try to get a second gap. So I'm doing what Red Bull Vettel did in the Red Bull days 10 years ago now, since that happened. So I'm tending to be like Vettel in the Red Bull right now, just try to clear away from the pack, try to get out at 1 second or 2 seconds, try to get a gap or something like that. So doing what like that, like 10 years ago, maybe a decade ago, similar to that. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Or even Lewis Hamilton sometimes in Mercedes years ago, when he was trying to get 1 second out of his zone. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's just Vettel in the Red Bull days. That's when you have to try to get out of the second zone. That's what you got to do. And clear off in the distance. Not too bad in the middle sector, so I managed to get a second in the, well, from the P2 guy. They are using EOS, so I'm not using it that much. Just saving it a little bit for the next few laps, so because EOS is so important in this game. If you're doing multiplayer, open lobbies, or even sometimes in career mode as well. So like that. So managed to cross the line in P1, so that one is complete. Still got another 4 laps remaining. So now I'm just begging for those two right behind me right now to fend like a lion. So what I need to do is ask these two, well, I mean, I'm just begging these two to fend like a lion from Psycho and some quick drivers behind them, so I can clear a gap from the rest of the field. As we move on to the end of lap 2, Psycho got into P2 by the end of lap 2, so it looks like those two didn't fend, I'm guessing, so that didn't work as I wanted. So now I have to fend now as a lion, so when he catches me up right behind me. I should be okay on that 3 because he's only a second and a half behind me, so I should be okay on that 3. But by the time I get to that 4 and 5, that's where I need to fend like a lion. So, I mean, I'm still in the lead, so at the halfway point, not too bad. So, feeling okay at this point. It's kind of chilling at the moment. In the first 2 laps, I think on that 2 I was kind of chilling a little bit. In that 1 I was trying to get a second gap, and then on that 3 now, or the start on that 3, that's when I need to go and push and try go as fast as I can and make sure I don't make a mistake on these curves. It's only the first sectors where you catch you out. Sometimes at the spoon curve, this where you go past right now. Sometimes at, I think there's some other corners as well, so you get catch out as well. So now, coming towards the end of that 3, at the R30R, Mr. Psycho is a second behind me, right now, coming towards the end of that 3. If it was a 3-lap race, I would have been fine by now. I would have won by now, but I've still got another 2 laps remaining, so still a long way to go from there. So yeah, so doing alright so far. So it's just between me and Psycho for the lead, I'm guessing. So on the last 2 laps. Going through here, making sure I don't hit the curves. It's best to stay in the middle of the road, so you don't hit the curves and don't go too wide on the gravel. Catch you out sometimes on there. Right, through the double right-handers. Managed to... And now he's right behind me at the time I got to the hairpin. So I'm just begging to end it right now, but I've still got another lap and a half remaining, so I've still got 50% of the EOS remaining, so I've still got enough EOS to fend on this straight and the next straight, so I should be okay with it. using a little bit here just in case, not too much, because I need to save it for the next straight, and then I need to save it a lap later on lap 5. Cycle is getting closer, so I decided to go to Fend at the chicane, and he decided to go around the outside. Luckily, managed to hold on for now. Coming towards the main straight at the end of lap 4 into lap 5. I was checking behind where he is. It turns out I managed to hold on to this straight, so I did use EOS a little bit and managed to hold on for now. Could have turned off a little bit earlier, but I was fine with that. So coming towards first sector again, just trying not to catch out on the curbs. Luckily I didn't, so by the end of the first sector, luckily I didn't, so that was nice. So I survived this time around. Coming through here, making sure I don't go too wide or too early, but luckily I didn't, but that's not too bad. Coming towards a hairpin, make sure I don't make a mistake. Luckily I didn't. Managed to survive there. Use a tiny bit EOS there, coming towards Spoon for the final time. Luckily I hold on for that. Now this is where he's going to overtake me. So I'm using EOS now a bit, about 10% I think for the EOS. It's about 10. Yeah, it's about more than 10%. About 15% time I got to the R30R. Luckily I hold on for now. Managed to fend again. He went to the outside, but luckily I managed to fend. So yeah, so I managed to win it from there. And then this guy, well, I found it quite funny when that happened. Don't worry, he's not a dirty driver, but he's just doing it for fun. So he's just trying to stop me or something, I don't know. But it's fine, thank God it was ghosted, so it was alright. Yeah, he's not a dirty driver, so don't blame him. I'm not blaming him, so it's fine. He's a good, he's a good driver, so he's just doing it just to mess around. So because we always mess around sometimes. So yeah, so that was a victory at Japan. So the final race of the day. So I managed to hold on from the Red Bull. So this is Psycho. So nice racing there for him. So fair play to him. So I managed to fend. He managed to attack me, but luckily I managed to hold on for the win at Japan. So yeah, so that's it for today for this video. So make sure you like, subscribe, notifications as well, so you don't miss next video. That will help me out. That will help me out a bit more. And I'll see you guys next video. See you guys next time. See you guys around for more F1 22. And see you later.